Oh my goodness.
Hey everyone, welcome to day 8 of the 90-day challenge. April and I are here today to talk to you about exercise.
Why do you say it like that? Exercise is like your favorite topic.
It's not my favorite topic, but it is worth the effort.
I agree. But it's in like every conversation you have.
Well, if any of you watch the videos, you hear us talking whenever we were hiking in Tennessee about the fact that the children think that my answer to everything is more exercise. You know? And it probably is. I'll put a link to that. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that in the video. But since we don't have
to
like
the one
a
in Tennessee.
Yeah, since we don't have like a bazillion subscribers, YouTube doesn't let us have some of the features that you get on other people that have a bazillion subscribers. So make sure you share this. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell them to subscribe. But no, we talked about how the kids think that my answer to everything is exercise. Why was that so hard?
Because I'm out of shape.
I've got a really bad knee.
Exercise, kids. Exercise.
That's the solution to everything.
Do you have water?
Dad, I'm not hungry. Exercise more.
When you exercise more, you'll be hungry.
Dad, my tooth fell out. Exercise more.
Well, if you were exercising more, your blood flow would be good and you wouldn't lose your teeth.
Dad, something's trying to kill me. Exercise more.
Exercise more, and you'll be able to run faster to get away from them.
They can't shoot you with a gun. You can't run from
I'm
a
like,
gun.
what are you doing?
Zigzag.
Serpentine, serpentine.
But for me, I've seen a lot of change over the
Yeah.
last 5 years, almost 5.5 years.
And they've seen a lot of change in you, so you would think that it would be something that they would be a little bit more inclined to do, but just like anything else, it's easier to watch somebody else do it than to put in the hard work and do it yourself.
Yeah, they hate exercise. It's okay. Hey, go exercise, and then they throw a big fit every time. Every time. Every time. Isn't that right, Jaden?
No, it's running. Whenever you say exercise, you mean running.
I mean exercise. Anyway.
He does like to run.
Well, no. I mean, I don't like to run. It's kind of a pain. I don't mind it as much as I did at one time, but
Where did you start at?
It's the easiest way. I started at the house, going out the door.
Yeah. Was it easy?
No, it was never easy. But I mean, I did it at the time to get away from you.
Yeah, you did. And at the time, how heavy were you?
I don't know, probably 285.
Almost 300. And by the end of that year, how much did you weigh?
Well, that was what, 30. It's 39.
Yeah.
Right? So by the time I turned 40,
Which was only like 4 months into running.
I wanted to be at 225. And I was right there. I was actually probably like 222, 221 by the time I turned 40. I can remember everybody saying, nobody ever turns 40 in better shape than they were at 30. But I did.
And by the end of the year, you were down to like 198.
My lowest weight ever was 187. And then we had an ice cream social at church, and I had some sugar for the first time in months, and I was high. I mean, I was high as a kite. For those of you that don't know, you should watch the documentary Fed Up.
Fed Up, yeah.
Talk about in that sugar has the same effect on your brain as heroin. It's just not as concentrated, but sugar fires off the same synapses. There's the same kinds of activity that in your brain that when you do heroin, and that's why it's very easy for us to get addicted to sugar. So,
And if you eat a lot of processed food and a lot of convenient food, you are being bombarded by sugar.
oh yeah, people put sugar in everything. So,
We did have a garden, and that went for only one season because there were snakes in the garden, and I was not doing that again. So we get our fresh fruit and vegetables from the grocery store.
when we get them, we're not as disciplined food wise as we have been in the past.
Mm-mm.
But we're trying to get back to it, and it's hard. I mean, it's hard to do.
We are
Healthy
getting back
eating.
to it, and we've been exercising more and making the kids exercise more. No, you can't print anything yet. I started on October 1st closing all of the rings on my activity rings on my Apple Watch. So I'm 9 days in, and I don't know. The kids have maybe exercised 4 or 5 days in October.
I think the term exercise is being used a little loosely there.
Well, they run to the highway and back.
I think the term run is being used a little loosely there.
Sorry, we're not all the Terminator.
So,
Jeez.
Yeah, when Rockford runs, he comes home and he is just dripping sweat.
It's disgusting.
that's how it works. If you're not working your body hard, then you're just wasting time.
I'm sweating. I'm just not dripping sweat like you do.
Well, I don't know. I'm a bit of a sweater. So I can honestly say that spending time exercising has been a great way to sort of refocus. It does help me to sort of change attitudes. What night was it? Monday night? What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, Monday night. When I got home from work, I had a horrible headache, and it was a real struggle to go out and to do it and run. But after I did, I felt 10 times better. My headache was much less, and so it does help.
To be fair, though, he was still pretty cranky.
Well, yeah. I was.
But you felt better.
I did feel better. But
He was kind of cranky because he was telling the kids to go out and exercise, and they were all not having it. And they were saying, "You say exercise to everything." And he said, "Have you people not watched me for the last 5 years?"
says the 18-year-old that literally didn't move from this couch all day
wasn't on the
Saturday. We went to the parade Saturday morning. She came home and she did not move from this couch until we went to dinner at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So it's hard to burn more calories than you take in when you don't move. But the idea is to move. If you can get up and you can walk around the block, the idea is you're walking circles around people who are not exercising at all. You don't have to do much. You don't have to go out and run 5 miles. You don't have to go out and run 1 mile. You just have to get out and move your body. Do it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes worth of exercise will make a huge difference in your world.
It will. And even Rockford's mom, who's going to be 79 later this month, she goes and walks 2 miles a day.
Yeah.
She has started that since the summer.
Yeah. She started it back, probably in May or June.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets up in the morning and she walks up and down Lover's Lane, and she enjoys it. It's interesting. She did it on a bit of a challenge. One of our friends who's a big exerciser challenged her to be able to do it, and she has done it. She's gotten her steps, and so congratulations to Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
2 miles a day, doing way better than the 18-year-old. She's only got you by 60 years. That's called a guilt trip. I don't know that it worked, but
Used to them by now.
In case you didn't hear that, she said she's used to them by now.
The move was ineffective.
anyway, one of the things that April and I have done over the last 5 years, obviously, is use exercise to help our physical bodies line up with our mental and our spiritual bodies. So you gotta work out. You gotta work your body. You gotta work your mind. You gotta work your spirit. You work your spirit by communicating with the Lord, spending time in His Word. You exercise your mind by learning and doing more and doing better. You exercise your body by getting out and exercising. All three of those things make a much well-rounded. My vocabulary is awful. Doing those things will make you a more rounded person overall.
Yeah. Typically, it makes you happier too, just not always.
I don't know. Doing physics doesn't make me very happy.
Well, that's different.
It's a mental exercise that I
You know, we're talking to people on the camera, right?
unequipped to handle right now.
Reagan is definitely the one that is the most sassy.
She thinks when we're looking at the camera that we're actually looking at her.
Well, that's because you literally look like you're looking at me.
So,
The angle that I am sitting in makes that happen.
all right. So what else do you need to say about exercise?
Do it 30 minutes a day.
30 minutes a day. And get strong.
That's it.
Is that it? Okay. Day 8. It's all done. Coming day 9. What are you going to talk about on day 9, Jaden? Well, Jaden's still here.
Naps.
I'm supposed to talk?
No, you can. You want to join us on day 9?
Naps.
Okay. Jaden will be with us on day 9. Be ready to live.
I'll preach.
Oh, she's going to
There you
preach.
go.
So, we'll see you day 9.